everybody, and welcome to the first round 5 match here on Open Palms. For this one, we're going a little different and doing a tri-cast, so I'm going to let one of you guys decide who wants to introduce the first player.
Obelisk first.
Alright. Down in this... What is this?
Southwest.
West. We have Ixin
He just beat your ass.
Cybran White. I'm well aware. He's ecoing half the things, going air, and then ecoing the rest.
Okay, and
scout out.
yeah, hand it off to Loku.
Alright. And in the northeast, playing in the blue Cybran, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Iron Commander.
The one, the
also
only.
going first air. The one and the only, also going first air and some early expansion. We'll see how these two players get along in this Cybran mirror.
It looks like he didn't even saturate any of his core mexes with his engineers. He just expanded straight away, which is
Against, if
I
he's
think
reading
Iron
scoring,
should
you
say.
can see that he's going air, and only air. That's a good
research.
like a good spot to go.
You should do to Ixin what Ixin did to me the last tournament I played. I fought Ixin and he research rushed me with his Cybran Commander.
oh, the 3 res.
I was so I was so mad.
Looks like Iron is
I'd have to
transitioning into 2 land here, and is laughing in the chat.
He's mocking his opponent.
He is. Oh,
Double air now for Ixin.
yeah, I see that too. So we're going into pretty much opposite strategies. Going into 2 land here for Iron and 2 air here for Ixin. It looks like Iron might have stopped. Yeah, he has stopped his air production. Having plenty of mass to build air, he has definitely stopped it.
Yeah, Ixin is going to be getting a lot of pressure on land early on. So
Definitely especially against a player like Iron.
yeah,
And you see that radar being thrown up in response.
You know, Iron, unlike me, is not going to buy mobile missile launchers by accident.
No, I don't think he is.
He's going to go ahead and get that anti-air tower up on his left expansion there, on his west expansion. And it's going to use that to just shut down any bombing runs while he expands.
that engineer
although-
can still go down though.
Yeah, that engineer definitely can still be bombed.
Probably-
It's only 6 bombers
probably
though,
will
so
be
it's going to
one
take
back.
2 passes
Uh,
if he wants to stay over the AA for that long.
we'll see if he
Unluckily
does.
for Iron, that AA is transitioning between the 2 fighters, so it doesn't even kill 1. Wow.
Not one fighter goes down there. That is unfortunate.
Very fortunate for Ixin, though.
Yeah, Ixin cannot waste that, because if he
Ixin
wastes
cannot
all his
afford
air on one
losses.
Engie, he's losing.
Yeah. Now...
He could also get the right engineer for free here if he
Oh, no, he's going to pick off the AA as soon as it's built. Yep. That's rough.
picks off the end.
I've seen that happen a lot this tournament now.
My
Mainly
face when
from a
Ixin
wasp.
beats Iron? Question mark.
I don't know.
I swear I didn't talk to him.
You just pulled it, Avasi, man.
Oh, it's like he read our minds. It's great.
Oh, my lord.
And the way Iron opened, I know for a fact he was planning this air into land,
Should
because
have.
I've never seen, you don't do that if you go 1 air. So
Yeah, it was a different
Expansion.
opening for sure.
the expansion was definitely premeditated.
He wanted to get those early resources.
We're completely
Yeah.
even on mass per second here between the 2 players at 10.8.
I wonder what the plan is here for Iron.
Yeah.
There's a significant air force out now. He's going to start getting 1 passes on these mass extractors before too much longer.
It'd
And
be
there's-
about
not quite yet.
16. It takes about 14, 16 to get them
Yeah.
to go down.
Yeah, if they don't have veterancy.
Backline expansion coming up for Ixin now, whereas Iron cannot.
That Engie is going down.
Both of them are still equal on mass per second, though.
Interesting.
And there is a
Does
land
Iron
push on the
expand
western
early?
side. Yes, he did expand very
This is-
early.
Be very difficult to defend for Ixin. He will survive it.
One fighter
get
finally goes
pushed off.
down.
Yeah, he
Ixin's
finally got a
first
fighter.
loss.
Yeah.
Ixin's first loss is that fighter.
And he control case that
Mass
mass extractor before being bombed. Or
Avoids
seeing
giving
that.
the, veterancy of that.
And runs them into AA for no reason, yeah.
Yeah.
And is gonna go for that energy generator and fly into the... I don't know if that's worth it, but okay.
I think it is worth it.
No, combat gives extra research points, so Iron destroyed
No.
that mass extractor to avoid giving the veterancy buff there.
No, I think if it was damaged in the last 5 seconds by something, or the last few seconds by something, it still gives the res. So I think they hadn't bombed it recently enough for it to do that, though.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Push in the top is going to be interesting.
Yeah, when he does
I
decide
don't know.
to.
When he decides.
No anti-air
we
there
have
for the
PD coming up instead of a factory.
I see that, yeah.
Radar gonna give away the push here. He's gonna get.
I think you should have put that behind the mass extractor, personally.
I have a
agree.
feeling Iron is going to try to just go for the main base. The main base is open. There's no PD.
Valid,
at
true.
all.
Putting
So
a
if he
forward
just pushes
factory here
straight
on the
through-
expansion. He is. I
If he
think he is
pushes
going to try
straight
and set
through-
up a position here.
He's,
Ixin-
he's gonna get that.
Yeah, Ixin gave him a
Ixin
lot of
sees-
time to build this here.
Iron doesn't have a forward radar though, so Ixin has more
was a
intel on
bad
what Iron's
bombing
up
run.
to.
He does have a forward radar.
Does he?
He
Or
does.
is he at-
In middle.
Oh, he does.
By the AA, yeah.
In middle.
That bombing run by Ixin was really bad. He got one lowest.
Iron's gonna go straight to the
TML,
TML. On
yep.
The,
Throwing
There
down
it goes.
2 land factories. Now,
did he
going into
pause his
third.
factories? I don't think he did.
One thing about Iron is he will pause his factories to afford things.
Yeah.
He does this a lot.
That
And doing it
PD
for the TML here is pretty important, I think.
It is definitely very important. That PD might go down if Ixin does not start repairing it. Shield
There's
comes up
shield.
though. Yep.
Factory field comes
Up
out.
here.
Oh, we have a
There's
gantry coming out.
Gantry already.
Ooh.
That is an
Ooh.
interesting move.
Loyalist trying to seep into the back line, but
He
I
is
don't
going to
think they're
spot
get
that.
there.
He is going to spot that gantry.
He's gonna
That
see that.
gantry is going to be very interesting to defend.
I have no, yeah, we don't have any idea on what Iron has spent his res on.
I think it's the earliest gantry we've seen in the tournament so far.
I think so too.
Interesting.
8 minute. It's not too early, but it is quite early.
Yeah.
Ixin,
Well, if we're going no res,
Ixin gonna take out some loyalists here, but
Ixin does seem to have an advantage. He has
I
more
gotta
eco.
agree, to be honest.
He has air advantage.
he
and
barely has more eco actually. It's 19.8
It's
for Iron and
close.
20, now 21.2 for Ixin.
Mass veterancy is gonna keep Iron in
Yeah.
it for a while.
Yeah, because he's had his mass before Ixin, which is...
Iron is
pretty
gonna
good
see
move.
that gantry and is immediately gonna
Yeah.
drop down 2 research stations.
He's done this before. He might have researched something other than Megalith and is now having to throw it on the res to
With-
catch up.
With how he
Yeah.
expanded, he could have gone build cost.
Probably
that
did.
factory almost-
He could have because of how he expanded, how aggressively. he
Yeah,
expanded.
Ixin losing a lot of planes here. There goes 3, there goes
Yeah,
4,
lots of factories, a lot of factory AA taking fighters here for free.
and there's gonna go
Another
5.
Gantry.
5
Another
aircrafts
gantry,
going
yeah.
down. That is painful. That is a painful loss there. Ixin
Third
gonna try and
research
find
station
another
out
opening.
for Iron.
4th actually,
Second
there's
lane
another one at the
gantry.
base.
You can go for that PD, and it's gonna go down.
Oh, he doesn't get the shield up in time, unfortunate. And some of the bombs bounce into the factory too.
Second lane gantry up for Ixin now. We're coming up, rather.
In my opinion, I think Ixin has a strong advantage. And
He
Bad
does.
engagement
This is
here
what
on the
I'm talking
western
about.
side.
If
he
Ixin
does-
dilly-dallies too long and getting in
Yeah.
and capitalizing on his advantage, Iron will just come back and kill him for it.
if Ixin has some good bombing runs here, he'll have a land advantage and can win.
Yeah, but you gotta
don't know,
notice,
he's-
Iron is only ever
Iron
pushing in when his
gantry.
air is distracted. He never
Yeah.
pushes in. Never giving it.
Gantry comes up for Iron.
Yep, there you go. I told you.
2
So he's
gantries
able to
versus
catch up
1.
immediately.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be able to squeak the Megalith out just in time to defend this forward position. I'm not sure about maybe not the forward one, but he definitely will be able to defend his base.
Yes, he should be
Yeah,
able
for
to.
sure. Second gantry, third
He has,
gantry.
he has the eco to only have like 2 or 3 right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
The eco should be rolling in soon though.
definitely.
First megalith off.
He
the
is
line
now
for Ixin.
4 mass per second behind. It's slowly
Yeah.
going up and up.
He has only 1 expansion and none in the back.
Ixin is floating around 700 mass at the moment, but probably just due to his gantries. Although I
Yeah,
don't think
his
you want to be
gantry,
floating that
yeah.
much. You could throw it on a few more land factories, I think. Or another gantry.
Massive factories going down here from Iron.
Yeah.
Honestly, if the bombers scout the gantry, they could sacrifice a couple bombers to just one past the factories. That would be
No.
a pretty
I
devastating.
don't think there's enough bombers to get the gantries.
Yeah, there is AA over here, and they'd have to fly over it like 3 times.
That's
I
true. There is
believe
a lot of
Ixin
factory
has
area,
enough bombers to go for the
First
mass.
megalith is out.
Going
And
for a
one of the
research
Res is dead.
station. Wow, yeah. Jeez.
He definitely can go for the mass. The core max.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Iron
he
now
has
hiding
a
behind these
lot of
factory
detail.
shields.
Third land gantry going down for Iron. He's trying to catch up in the experimental game now.
Yeah, he already
Yeah,
has a
really.
megalith out. He assisted the hell out of the gantry.
He did.
That is a lot of bombers. This is coming up to a lot.
Adapters,
Adapters,
finally
yeah.
coming out.
I think Ixin needs to use his bombers
With
to go
the
for the core max.
adapters,
Also,
with the adapters, Iron isn't out of this yet.
Movement
not by a
speed.
long
oh no,
shot.
Iron's not out of it at all.
Is that movement speed? No.
No, but I do have to mention, Iron has double the research per minute than Ixin does. I do have to mention that. So there will be a big
That is-
research lead compared to Ixin's economic lead.
Yeah, I have to wonder what that changes. To be honest.
Yeah, here
because
comes the,
sometimes unit-
Yeah, here comes the megalith from Iron. Gonna equalize this fight out for him. All of
Pretty
Ixin's
well.
small land going down. Wow, not moving it at all.
Every single one.
Ixin,
No micro out there for Ixin. Ixin focused on something else.
Ixin
somewhere.
flanking with the whole
Yeah.
one loyalist.
Well, one loyal.
Okay, what do we call this? We call four a turd. What is this? Like a pea? It's a single pea in a pod.
A leak.
A leak. A leak. We have
It's
a
a
loyalist leak on the right side.
He's just sending his loyalists over there. He can get that energy.
Probably could, yeah. All right, Iron needs to rally his megaliths. Nice
Factory
bombing
goes
run from
down to the
Ixin
bombers.
there. Yeah, he's gonna take out
Ixin
two
needs to go
factories.
For the mass.
Two factories. A third
Iron
factory
doesn't have
going
any
down here in a
advantage.
second.
If Ixin goes for the core mechs, he wins.
I don't know about that. They're covered by factory
Fourth and
shields.
fifth gantry coming down from
Wow.
Only two of them are covered.
The longer this game goes on, I don't know.
The longer this goes on, the more in favor of Iron is swings right now because of his composition.
Yes.
There's no land forces to speak of for Ixin, not really.
This little leak of loyalists on the right side that's now turned into a trio has gone into the flanks of Iron back here as soon as he just started rebuilding that mass. Iron now pushing through middle. Looks like he's probably going for training on those megaliths, I'd assume, as they're absolutely demolishing Ixin's. But two more megaliths pull up for him, reinforcing the group. One megalith goes down for Ixin.
Are gonna eat these.
The flank on
Another one is going to go down. The megaliths have equalized now. If Iron can get these back and not lose one, but the bomber's going to jump on it.
Ooh. Oh, that's gonna be good.
Oh, targeting the wrong. Oh, he takes out two.
Two megaliths go down there.
Wow.
That's not good at all.
Two megaliths go down for either side.
Adapter's going to try to get some kills that equalize things, but the air advantage for Ixin is proving to be devastating. This loyalist leak on the right side is actually doing a lot of work.
Yes.
Yes. He took out one engineer that was trying to expand, which is really good.
Yeah, I see that now. I see the wreckage. Wow.
This is
If
very
Ixin gets
well
that
done from
factory-
Ixin so far.
If Ixin gets those factories, all his core mechs are open.
Megalith's forced to redivert to deal with this leak here on the right side.
Yeah, it does work, though. It doesn't need to stay over there long at all.
He's going to clean it up immediately, yeah.
Iron's got to find a way to expand here soon.
Res going down
He
for
does.
Ixin. One
The
brutal
research
way to
advantage
get
for Iron is gonna be pretty nice, but that's really the only thing he's gonna go.
Yeah, now Ixin is now catching up on the research per minute and on the amount of gantries.
more air factories going down for Ixin.
Wow, I see that. He's really trying to pressure this air advantage. Could he snipe him?
I
don't think he can yet, but he can definitely one past these mass extractors.
Easily,
and
yes.
just deepen his eco lead, and I think that's all he needs to do at this point. If he keeps deepening the eco lead, eventually Iron just can't keep up.
Agreed.
No matter how good your micro is. At some
Yeah,
point-
Ixin is a competent enough player.
Definitely with Artie. If Ixin goes Artie, I don't know how or where he's spending his res, but
He
Artie would
just
be
he
really
just
bad
spent
right now.
9 res on something. I don't know what it was. He's going cicadas.
Ooh.
that's also good.
I don't see any cicadas in these gantries for Iron. Nope, there is a cicada already building for Iron. They're building cicadas at the same exact time.
Incredible.
Oh,
Adapter's trying to
going for
catch
core
out the fighters.
Yeah,
here.
Oh my
He's going
goodness.
for 4.
Oh.
He's not going to get it. He's...
Core Mass survives. That's
Wow.
incredible for Iron here.
Amazing.
Fighters
And
for free.
a lot of fighters dying there.
Dang.
Yep, a cicada already out for Iron.
Iron
Ixin-
immediately pushing his entire land force to the
Look
left
at
side
this,
here. He knows
Jesus.
he's gotta keep this in-
He needs
Holy
to
crap, what a match.
use this cicada before Ixin gets his.
Fighters.
This looks like a little reminiscent to a match during one of the OSS tournaments, I gotta admit. I gotta admit. Cicada and Megalith spam. I think Iron was in that game as well.
He needs to push his like eco advantage.
Another loyalty leak coming out on the right side, gonna force something out
Another
of Iron
NG.
to respond to this at some point.
Unless Ixin gets distracted.
There we go. Cicada is activated.
Cicada's triggered.
Here we go.
There we go.
No cicada yet for.
If you keep
Ixin.
that cicada out of range of the Megaliths, they can't do anything about it.
No,
Yeah, Ixin not being probably very surprised by this push here.
Ixin's flank could take out some Engis.
Oh my goodness,
No
a
major
lot of
losses
damage
yet.
here,
No
but
major
the right
losses.
side, I'm going to be more
There we
focused. I can
go.
watch that on the mini-map. There goes down a factory. Ixin needs to wait for Ixin's cicada is out now. It comes up.
Ixin needs to go for the engineers rather than the factory over here on his flank.
If I was him, I'd be way more focused on what's going on this western side. So I understand if
Yeah,
he's
but still.
he does catch
Oh,
a
he's
Megalith
going
out of
for edge.
range.
He's going for
Oh
edge
no, Ixin is
Uh-oh.
actually gonna.
Cicada goes down.
Full power dead.
Ixin gonna run away with this combat here.
Wow,
Power
Ixin is
dead,
actually
dead.
pushing this back.
Ixin gonna push Iron all the way back to his base. He may even be able to push.
Iron
people
says
in here. Iron
GG.
calls the GG. Ixin takes the first win against Iron Commander. 1-0.
Wow.
Holy hell!
Ixin goes one up
What a
into this game.
performance by Ixin.
Yeah.
Incredible.
What?
And yeah, we'll be back for game 2 of this amazing round 5. So stay tuned. Hello everybody and welcome to game 2 of this round 5 match on Powderhorn Mesa. Then I think I've given the players enough time to start up their build queues, and I'm going to start on the east side of Powderhorn Mesa. Iron Commander seeming to get a little bit of inspiration of Ixin's opener last game, going for 2 air and saturating all of his core mexes. One of you two would like to introduce his opponent.
I'll take it. Ixin over here on the west side, going first air, second land opener after building his core mass with his commander, and he's going to follow up with this double engineer expansion play, just like Commander did in the last match. So it's kind of funny to see these players counterplaying off of each other's strategies here, whether intentional or not. It's interesting to see.
Oh, it is definitely interesting to see for sure. This aircraft comes out in time, just in time for the scout to fly over. Although trying to jump onto this fighter doesn't look like he's going to catch it. It gets away. So does Irons as well.
Yeah.
Ixin instantly
Both
stopping
players
his
can-
air.
Ixin already calling out a well done, and honestly, I have to agree. Iron is immediately going to be advantaged here in terms of shutting down the expansions, just based on the number of bombers.
Yeah, not wanting to have to deal with that air control again.
Ixin's going to be forced to withdraw his engineers now, and he knows it. He's going to bring them both back to base.
Yep, you see that happening. He is remembering to build the energy with his ACU instead. As I saw, he did have that queued up with his engineers. You know, Iron trying to see if he can get any targets to bomb, but the engineers are already back to the base. And he's
Free
going
reign of
for...
those math, though.
Yep, he's going for the
free mass
expansions.
extractors, yeah.
Going for that.
Yeah,
They're
Ixin
fighting.
going for the south.
Yeah.
Third land out for Iron Commander, not going to commit to a full air match.
Yeah, I
Probably
would.
smart
He needs
against-
land. Yeah, he definitely needs
He needs
land.
land.
And
He's gonna get rushed.
Definitely gonna get rushed if he doesn't. All
he's
right.
going to get to expand for free here. Ixin is on a clock now for sure.
That is for sure. Already has an eco lead over Ixin. Even though he built those 2 air factories first. Already
Commander
ahead.
gonna go, or Ixin gonna go take this southern expansion. It looks like in between the 2 players.
Yeah, it is a good
Commander's
move.
gonna spot it though.
Wonder how he's gonna respond to
Noticed
this.
Iron usually has been.
I think he.
playing worse first.
Oh.
Than just
I was gonna
coming
say, I
back
think
and
he's gonna try to
slaughtering.
shut down the building as it spawns in. But
I thought
he thought
it
was
looked
doing
like
masks.
yeah, he looked like he was going to do the mass
Because-
first. Yep.
Yeah. Very well done from Commander though, trying to get that. That would have been a pretty funny snipe if he'd gotten it.
Yeah. Iron queuing up a bunch of land factories. He stopped his air production. Wow.
He's gonna
Iron going for a
completely give up
complete
on air.
shutout right now.
Probably not. He's just trying to get some more
No.
land down. Is going to try and go for that engineer at the base.
Cost him a failure to do it. Gonna fail the engineer snipe there.
Yeah, I think he missed a few of the bombs on it.
Who did?
Yeah, these land factors are taking a while to come up here for Iron.
Yeah.
Definitely jumping up really quick in the eco advantage, though.
Gonna one tap a loyalist. Screw that loyalist in particular.
Yeah. Yeah, Ixin keeping his forces separated, though. Those ones
yeah.
not.
There you go.
Another loyalist gonna go down there.
Yep,
Ixin
restarts
factory
production.
A. all around, though.
Yeah.
Restarts
Ixin
production as
is,
soon as it's built.
Stopping his factory back at base.
The air
Trying to
factory?
commit fully. No, his land. He's positive for a
Oh.
little bit.
Oh, yeah, it's not on pause. It's not pause anymore.
Iron is meanwhile continuing to expand in the back line, steadily taking more mass extractors without really anything Ixin can say about it. Now, that
Yeah,
being
he's.
said,
Oh, I like this radar positioning here. I have intel on the
Yeah.
north side. I like that. Yeah, Iron slowly running away with the eco lead. He's already 4 mass per second ahead. Now 3.
It's only going to get worse here for Ixin in terms of the eco lead in Iron's favor.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that's what won Ixin the last game, plus the air control. And he's lost both of those things this game. Iron completely countering what Ixin did last game.
Iron might push for the main base with the loyalists here.
It looks like he is. Ixin is really exposed here, but then that's going to leave
Trade, maybe?
Yeah, but
no, Iron will be able to
bombers
hold.
harass
And
the
look,
push.
and look at the production from Iron too. 4 land factories, and Ixin's are all spread out, meaning reinforcements are going to take a minute.
Oh, big bombing run. Do some damage to 3 loyalists there.
Yeah, there's not enough bombers in there to kill them off of area of effect damage, though. Oh, there you go.
You say
That was a good one.
3 more go down.
Yeah, they were more clumped that time.
Splits were not out for Ixin this time.
Nope.
Been pretty good so far.
Yeah, look. Iron has just moved his main force over there, and he already has one sizable force back at base already.
Yeah, this is looking pretty clinical here
Yes.
in Iron's favor.
Ixin going for PD back at his base, behind the land factory. That's not a bad move. Even if he tries to structure Detto this, that means Iron is going to be head in research for the Megalith. So if he baits him into structure Detto, more loyalists going to the main base. Ixin pushing into Irons. We'll see how he tries to hold this, going for PD.
Defender's advantage going to mean Iron can sit here and use the bombers to whittle this away, though.
Oh, big
Oh,
bombing run.
man,
4
he's
loyalists go
boiling.
down. Yeah, that's not
Bombing
happening.
run. That's
With these
that's
factors being
unfortunate.
spread out, they're going to be easier targets for.
Yeah, Ixin is.
Factories-
Iron is consolidated, whereas Ixin is kind of all over the place with his factories and his defensible positions. So yeah, and now the loyalists are coming back. He's pinching.
Loyalists
He's
gonna
pinching
come home.
Ixin.
He's gonna pinch him.
Yeah, saw Lawasi do this to Soul Ripper earlier, and it was very effective.
Yeah, this is. I don't even know if Ixin can get away here. Actually.
Structure Detto, yeah, he did force Structure Detto out. So even if this game lasts longer than I think it's over here.
I think it's just GG. Another force coming in from the main base now.
Yeah,
This is done. This
Iron is playing more like
clinical
Iron now. There we go.
crap.
GG thrown out by Ixin. Very well played counter by Iron there. There you go. Down goes our White Cybern ACU. And Iron ties the match 1-1. And we will be back for Game 3, the tiebreaker. to Game 3, the tiebreaker on Desolatia here between these two players. And, Obelisk, I think I'm going to let you introduce our first player.
In the west, we have Ixin doing an eco opener into 2 land and 1 res. Very interesting opener on this map.
And his opponent spawning in, sporting his complementary blue, the one, the only Iron Commander, going for a dual land factory opener after he set up his core mexes. So, an interesting, yeah, indeed an interesting opener from Ixin to go res on Desolatia. I wonder what he is thinking with that.
I was just about to say first red.
Iron
So
transition.
I've actually only played 1 match on this map today, and I lost to double A on air. So I'm interested to see what these guys do with all land on this map.
Yeah, it's going to be
Iron's
pretty
gonna go for
interesting.
an early push. I can tell you that.
I
You
think I
saw
prefer
that-
the custom version of this map, where the 2 players spawn on the flat land in the middle.
Oh, I do. I just didn't expect anybody to actually vote for Desolatia.
Me neither.
The votes are
So
really
Iron's going
weird.
for early push here.
It
He
looks
knows
like
that
it.
his opponent is.
Nope, he's
going
actually-
res.
He's actually building his
Okay,
3rd land in
okay.
his base.
Triple land out from Iron Commander. Just a plain and simple loyalist push might be the plan here.
And Iron knows that Ixin went res, so he knows how to plan accordingly.
Yep.
Does he know?
I don't think I agree with Ixin building that factory that far up. It
Well,
will.
Iron just
it'll
did the
work,
same exact thing.
I was
but
to say
Iron
a factory
also has 2 factories back at base.
factory shield
so-
PD could prove
Yeah.
that to be a decent defensive position. But
Iron seeming
is
to
not
probe
gonna care.
north.
He's going to probe the
Ixin's
north instead. Yeah.
behind
Yeah.
land units though. That's the problem for Ixin. He already went 1 res, and then he waited to build his 2nd factory.
He could keep his loyalists behind the mass extractor here and try to win this engagement in the north.
I believe he can.
That's what he's trying to do. You see him literally
Yeah, it's
hunkering behind this mass
5-5.
extractor. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
5-5.
that's exactly what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
If he-
Iron doesn't
if
have
he
the
can win
intel
this
up here
game.
to see this.
Iron with. What, yeah. More mass.
He sees it though, instantly tries to get out of there,
Yeah.
and his units are not clumped.
Iron expanding heavy.
Ixin's starting to come ahead in this engagement. Only barely though. Iron's going to withdraw.
Yeah, good
Just
move
use to
from
preserve his
Iron.
forces.
Just pull back.
Not going to needlessly take losses here. Another probe coming into the south, going to spot that there's no expansion out here. Meaning
Yeah.
Iron knows now he is ahead on eco.
He's
by-
already almost. He's like half a mass per second above. It's gonna start to slowly. He's gonna slowly start to climb
Yeah.
away with it here as the veterancy kicks on and as his expansions are saturated.
Absolutely.
By minute 7, we're going to see a pretty significant advantage for Iron in eco, I think.
Definitely agreed. Yeah, and Iron
4th
shutting
land
down the
factory in the
southern
middle
expansion.
here.
Yeah, wow. The
This
eco
is,
is already showing. He's already at 10 mass per second.
We're
I
at
wonder
4
what Ixin's
factories
plan
versus
was with
2.
this one
What
research
is
station
Ixin doing
here.
with his mass?
Trying to get power detonate, maybe?
Oh, No, I don't think power
Maybe.
detonate is the right move here.
Power
I don't
Detonate,
either, but
think
I'm
it
not
is.
sure what else he would be going for. Unless
He's-
he's hoping to
he
stall
has-
long enough for Megalith.
He's stockpiled 11 research right now, so it could be megas.
He's hoping to get to Megas. That's what it
I
has
think
to
he's
be,
saving
yeah.
it right now
Just in case. Yeah, he's not
Yeah.
spending it early.
Yeah.
because there could be air.
Iron has
You know,
spent his
it's
research.
Iron.
Yeah, this is definitely a
Iron.
mega rush, man.
This is for sure a Mega Rush.
And
Got
Iron
it.
is now throwing down research stations.
I was gonna say I feel like the resource cost of the Mega Rush though is not gonna be worth it. By the time he gets to the megaliths, even if he gets there, Iron is also putting down his own research stations at this point, and he
That
has so
flank
many
is gonna
land
come in
forces
right in
out.
the middle.
Yeah, this push in middle might be quite dangerous. And yes, it is indeed a megalith rush.
There we
Ixin
go.
stockpiling the
There it
mass
is.
just to build that gantry for sure.
There we go.
Oh, I think this is a bad
Wow.
engagement for Iron down in here in down in the center.
Wow,
Iron might
that's-
lose his forward base.
Iron is gonna lose that base.
His commander's exposed.
He doesn't get
as
a
well.
PD down.
Just got a
Here
PD.
comes
There comes the
Alright,
PD.
PD's out.
More research going down as well. He could push this north side now, I think, as well.
I think Ixin should ignore the commander here and keep pushing southwards to take out more infrastructure.
I agree with you there. Yes. There's.
Not-
Oh, he
Oh,
structure detonated that. He is going to be behind on research, though. That does mean.
What did he structure? He structure detonated the PD there. Wow.
But
What a range.
that did
of
look
power.
really,
Shut down that
really
whole
scary for.
factory.
Look really scary for Iron here, but he's kind of turned it around with that power detonate.
Mm-hmm.
But
I didn't
there's
even catch
still.
structure det there. Honestly, I was like, wow. I thought Ixin just controlled Kata's units. What the
Yeah,
hell?
it was the PD. It was the PD. The
Jesus, what a range.
yeah, the static
There is
defenses
gonna
are
be a
quite
megalith,
crazy.
though.
Yeah, this
The
megalith is going
is
to be
gonna get out.
dangerous. I think
Especially
Ian
since
is
he went-
foreseeing this
yeah.
though, because look at all the research he's throwing down,
Yeah. He's gonna immediately catch up.
and this
Iron
fight is
even
not
going
going
so
to.
far as to reclaim the corpses here for that little tiny bit of extra mass.
Yeah, and he's slowly getting ahead on the eco. He's now at 14.4 mass per second, where Ixin is stuck at 9.
That's going to be really, really detrimental.
And now Iron almost already has double the research per minute as 4.3 or like 3 research per minute, 3 to 4 research.
If Ixin doesn't make it happen with this first megalith, he needs to do absolute work with this first megalith. If he can't do that, it's gonna be not good.
Yeah, and I think Iron does know it's coming.
He does. Yeah, he's gonna pull his
Yeah,
commander
he's
off the
pulling
front
back.
line.
Yes, he's saving.
yeah.
He's saving up for a gantry. Energy is coming out, and he's floating around like 500 mass. He's gonna build a gantry.
Gantry coming up any second now. Then How many
First
research
mega
stations?
is now out.
4 res out for Iron. He's going to be caught up quite soon. First megalith is out. This forward expansion for Iron is almost certainly going to go down, but I wonder if he'll lose much more than that.
He's
to be
at
honest.
6 research at the moment. I don't know how much he needs to get the mega. Probably waiting for 7, honestly.
Yeah, I think he should be pretty close. That being said, this megalith is going to be able to push pretty much uncontested until Iron's own megalith gets out.
Yeah, I don't know what Iron's gonna do here.
Another northern probe going to come out here. Iron looking to see if he can catch Ixin out, but Ixin is ready for it. He's got another group of
Yeah,
warriors
he's
stationed
he's
up
kept those there this entire game.
If Iron doesn't win up on top...
There you go.
he's-
Gantry out now.
Okay, there we go. That's good. Ixin needs to flank like that.
Yep, there you go. You see it coming out now. He is flanking to the south. He's really fixated on this forward position here for Iron. Ixin is at least. Mega armor coming out for Iron. Look at this. Gonna win that northern
What?
engagement with mega armor.
Wow.
Wow.
Never see the Nega armor used.
Iron loves to
That's
use
awesome.
it, and it is actually really effective.
It is. For Cyber Mirror especially.
Look
I'm
at this.
sure.
Iron
He's
splitting
using it
his
last time,
units.
wasn't he?
Yes, he was in the team game.
Yeah.
Yeah, mega armor coming in.
Units
Jeez,
spreading-
he's using it to stall
He's
for the mega.
microing the Nega armor. What?
He's using it to
Stalling.
stall. What?
His flank on the bottom, though, is going to come through with Ixin.
Wow.
Yeah, but he has structure data. Gotta remember that.
Using
Yeah.
armor to stall out the megalith while he gets his
I
own
think
megalith
Ixin's
up.
That's
getting
amazing.
Like, yeah, Ixin might... Yeah,
Structure Detto north.
Probe.
Oh.
Ooh, there we go.
Structure Detto down
Ixin's
south
down,
as well.
Structure Detto.
Come on, Iron.
Second gantry out for Iron being produced in the north now.
Structure Detto. Nope, he did not see the southern flank. He did not Detto that mass extractor. Could have killed that entire flank.
Didn't dead of the energy either.
The megalith is almost out for Iron. There's
Ixin
already a
is
second one here.
Expanding toward the south. He's going to catch up sometime with the expansions.
Yeah, there comes the megalith. Jesus, that is like...
What a timing on that. 2 megaliths out
Ixin
though
needs
for
to push with
Ixin.
his southern
Yeah, but
flank.
if Iron can keep up that like the mega armor strat, he could easily take those out. As long as
Yeah,
long as
he can.
Ixin's megaliths are fixated on something else.
He's gonna
Hunkering!
hunker
Oh my
his
god, he's
commander
hunkering!
and
He's
eat
hunkering to absorb the
damage.
fire!
No way!
What the hell?
What?
Up
They
on
are
the
now
north.
focused. They are now focused on Iron's megalith though. So I don't pushing with the loyalists as well. Good move, but he's gonna lose the mega, and he needs to
He is
keep
gonna
that.
lose the mega. Shouldn't have pushed with the mega there, I think,
Ixin's
but the
pushing
mega
to the
armor.
top. Ixin's going to...
Ixin's
Oh.
gonna push this other factory. Wait
What
a minute.
the?
A
Ixin
Megalith might be able to
recovery?
come in. Oh, there's Power Deado. That
Oh, Power
Megalith top is
Detonate.
going to be successful.
Yeah, that Mega's gonna come out in time.
But he's going to lose everything
Ixin
else
needs to
that's
push
there.
his Savanic in the south.
Yes, he does. Definitely.
If he pushes that, he gets rid of, like, 2 mass. Very detrimental. Oh. He still has enough units. And, yep, the Megalith is out.
Megalith's out up
Megalith's
north.
going to get out.
This is still not looking great for Iron Commander.
Not at all.
Loyalists are
Structure-
trying
wow!
their best.
Gnarly structure Deado there.
Ixin is getting very, very jittery right now. He's
Ixin has got to be
making a lot
on
of
his
small
last
mistakes.
nerves here.
He's making a lot of small mistakes.
Megalith just
Very
come
bad.
out for Iron. Jesus Christ, this is kind of a nail biter.
Another
This is a nail biter match.
third
Yeah.
Megalith for Ixin coming out.
2 Megaliths out for Iron, but the first one's got to travel all the
3
way. up to the
Megaliths
side.
now, yeah. Iron's staying
Iron's
hunkered here.
Commander is
Yeah.
going to just sit there and eat these shots. He's trying to shut down the factory, though. Good play. Prevent any more Megaliths
think
getting out
Ixin
from that
can just-
factory.
Wow, Iron getting movement speed on his commander to run away from this.
I think
Don't-
Ixin
Yeah,
might be able
stuck
to-
on the factory.
Ixin might be able
Wow.
to come away with the win here.
No way.
It
Ixin
looks
pulls
like
a
it.
2-0 or a 2-1 on Iron Commander would be an incredible
There's no way.
upset.
Wow.
What an upset. That Megalith is going down. Factory going down.
What the
Yeah, there's
hell?
no way. There's
Wow.
No way Iron loses.
Megalith coming in from the north
GG's
side is
from
going to
Iron.
immediately get...
He says
Ixin-
No
GG.
way!
What?
Ixin-
A 2-1 win for Ixin against Iron Commander.
Wow.
What?
I don't think Iron should have picked Desolatia.
Holy
Ixin
crap.
wins. Holy crap.
With wins with 1 res, 1 land opener on Desolatia against Iron Commander. Holy hell.
Impressive. Yeah. Good job to Ixin. Well played. Ixin will go on to the semifinals against Awasi. Congratulations and good luck to Iron in the lower bracket. Wow.